Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, happy weekend, wherever you're watching from. My name is Alexander Ojimba, and you're watching Football Encyclopedia. This is the home of global football. You're welcome. The topic for today is NFF Chairman. So the abbreviation NFF stands for Nigerian Football Federation. And the topic for today is I, Alexander Ojimba, want to become the NFF chairman of Nigeria. Hear that again. I'm wearing a Nigerian hat, right? A Super Eagles fan. But the time has come for Alexander Ojimba to become the Nigerian Football Federation chairman, NFF chairman. So whatever you are in the world, vote for Alexander Ojimba to become the NFF chairman. Nigeria should basically make me the NFF chairman. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this. I know a lot of people don't believe in me, but I believe in myself. I back myself all day long. And that's what matters the most. You have to be a confident being, you have to be confident in yourself, and you have to have aspirations to go on to higher heights, basically. So I'm waiting for the NFF call. I'm a London, UK resident. Yeah, born in London, South London precisely. The name again is Alexander Ojimba, of Nigerian origins, but born in the UK. So I'm waiting for that NFF call because I believe that I'm truly qualified to be the new or the next, actually, Nigerian Football Federation chairman or president. You heard it here first. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not happy with the way the Super Eagles are going. And I just don't want to be a mere fan of the Super Eagles. I want to be a fan or a candidate or a football president that contributes towards the Super Eagles of Nigeria moving forward. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned, when I'm made the new Nigerian Football Federation president, I want to bring new ideas and new solutions to the Super Eagles. That's what I want to do because I'm not happy with what I'm seeing at the moment. The Super Eagles should be the best team in Africa. They got the players, they got the population, they got the fans, they got the landmass, they got the popularity. So what is the problem? I say it again, the Super Eagles should basically be the best team in Africa currently, or from even the past 10 years. Can't keep on rebuilding forever till we're all dead. There's got to be a change, and there's got to be a transformation. And as the Nigerian Football Federation president, I want to see Nigeria become a top 5 footballing nation in the whole world. Yeah. Hear that again. My name is Alexander Ojimba, And I have the ideas. This is not a boast. And I have the formulas to make the Super Eagles great. I just don't want to be a fan of the Super Eagles only. I want to be an individual that contributes towards raising the bar and the credibility for the Super Eagles. I want to bring a brand new style of football. For the Super Eagles. Listen, I retired from football 20 years ago, but you can't deny me who I am. I was one of the best number 10s in the world. I'm not joking. I was one of the best number 10s in world football. How far did I go? I say it again, I was a trialist in 1999 with Bristol Rovers in England. At the time, they were one league below the Premier League. It wasn't called the Championship then. It was called the Ensley League. So I found myself sharing a training ground with footballers like Jason Roberts, FA Cup winner, Nathan Ellington. He went on to go and play for Watford and probably Galatasaray or something like that. Bobby Zamora, he went on to go and play for Tottenham. The manager at the time, his name was Ian Holloway. I was there, so I've got experiences. Did I play any games for Bristol Rovers? Nope. But I was a trialist. So how did I become a trialist if I don't have the ability? How did I get there in the first place? Did they sign me? Nope. But that's a different story altogether for another day. So back to the subject. I'm trying to show you that I've got the experience. And I've got the knowledge. And the formulas to bring a new style of football to the Super Eagles. They need it. I've got the ideas. Yeah, we got to make the Super Eagles great again. The Super Eagles fans all over the world, they've suffered for too long. For the past 2 World Cups, Nigeria haven't even been there. One of the biggest nations in the world with all these great talents. It's a shameful thing, man. That's why I wanted to get involved myself as the new Football Federation, Nigerian Football Federation president. So vote for me when the time is right, and you will see. You will see changes, admirable changes, exciting changes, changes that is needed, or changes that are needed to transform not only Nigeria's football international team, but the country in general. I'm not dead. I'm still here. Wearing my Nigerian hat, my Super Eagles hat. How you like me now? Yeah, so the Super Eagles fans all over the world, they've suffered for too long, way too long. When I was in school in Nigeria, in primary and secondary school in the 80s, in Nigeria, my favorite Nigerian footballer, there he is, my hero, was the great Stephen Keshi. So when I become the NFF, Nigerian Football Federation president, not only am I going to make my parents proud and my family proud and the whole world proud, I'll also make Stephen Keshi proud. That's right. So the Nigerian fans all over the world have suffered for too long. So I'm waiting for that NFF call. And I know it's not going to take too long before the NFF call comes. Nigerian Football Federation Association. You're going to call Alexander Ojimba. and you're going to interview me. Yes, you're going to interview me. And I'm going to show you what my CV is all about with my new ideas. Because the Super Eagles need me. Nigeria Super Eagles needs to be competing at the top level with the best teams in the world again. And that's what I'm here for. African teams at the World Cup have got to stop underperforming because there's too much talent in Africa. But that's a different subject again. The main topic today is Alexander Ojimba will become the Nigerian Football Federation president, and I'm waiting for the NFF to call me because why? I'm waiting. You've been watching the Football Encyclopedia. This is the home of global football. Football has never been any better or analyzed anywhere better than on the Football Encyclopedia. My name is Alexander Ojimba. Thanks for watching. You heard